Everybody, welcome to episode 9 of the Still Loading podcast. As I had myself on listen for some unknown reason. Today we're going to be talking about the EhBah 1 and some other random stuff. But we're going to talk about the EhBah because, well, that's the big announcement. And what do? We talk about big announcements and small. It's going to be really interesting to get all of our opinions since pretty much all of us, sans Aaron, really are mainly PC gamers. Aaron's slowly starting to convert over, but he's obviously the most Xbox fan out of all of us. So, and don't forget, right after this, also at 9 p.m., we're gonna be going into our D&D game where shit's gonna get real tonight. So what's up, guys and girl? What's up? Oh, Cowboy's here.
Oh,
what up, Cowboy? You beat Anthony. That's kind of a feat.
Well, maybe Anthony just hasn't said hi yet. Let's be honest.
No, he's not in the viewer list.
Oh.
So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Just there?
Yeah.
Let's start out with something that we haven't done very much lately. Let's go around and say games that we've been playing. Just quick little snippets, and if anything really cool has happened. Lair, have you been playing anything?
No, I've been wrangling children for a week.
Oh.
That's a game, I guess.
A terrible game.
One,
At least you get paid for it instead of paid.
Wait, can one punch children be a game?
I'm sure
or
it
does that
is.
make me a bad human being?
I'm sure in Japan that's a thing.
Probably, let's be honest here.
Hashmir very good at Rubik's Cube.
Jables, how about you?
What I have had time to do was probably just play a little bit more Civ 5. And that's pretty much it. My hand's been hurting too, so I can't really play anything that's too involved. I wanted to play some more Defiance, but my hand's been hurting, so just decided to play some more Civ.
Violent masturbation.
Yep.
Great.
And Aaron, what about you?
Somebody says it's okay that I can bash children in the skull.
Oh, of course it is.
As long as you have permission.
I'm not gonna start asking for permission from these kids.
I don't think you have to get the
Violent.
kids' permissions.
You don't need any permissions. Aaron, what about you? You been doing any gaming this week?
Well, I broke down and bought Borderlands 2 for the PC, as I already have it for the Xbox.
Yay, we can play together.
You know, I've spent probably 5 hours playing it, and clearly it's the same exact thing, but the game's just so much fun. You know, they do a lot right with that game. I just a whole lot right and just a tiny bit wrong. So
What's wrong?
it's worth it. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
what's wrong?
Yeah.
You know, you guys are gonna yell at me, but I like the idea of having more than just a shield as something that drops that you can wear for armor. I just, it's from playing Diablo 1 and 2 for as long as I did. I want to put on armor. I want to see it change the way I look. And the outfits are just, eh.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but there are outfits. Does that not change it for you?
No, I like shit that actually matters.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
So,
I mean,
so
I'm
you're
gonna
not
play the hell out
into
of this.
so you're not into just like the cosmetic kind of deal.
No, I mean, it doesn't do anything, really. I mean, it changes the appearance, but it doesn't affect the gameplay at all.
Okay.
So, eh.
Now, how do you feel about stuff like in Neverwinter, where you can do both have like your armor that does something, but then you can put something else in the appearance slot?
I like that. I also like that you can change the color of your armor. You know, that's something that when I played Dark Age of Camelot, you could do, and I don't know why more games don't do that.
I don't know.
It's great.
You need to back, or you should have backed. I think you still can, the new Dark Age that's coming out. Dude, I gave $103 to that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I went as high as I could with it because that's the game that got me into MMOs. But that's just me. I've been playing. I played a lot of Neverwinter. For Anthony's sake, I gave Pirate 101 a try. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I won't lie. I guess I'm not going to say pleasantly surprised, but it's definitely not the super kid-friendly game that I assumed it was going to be. I went in going like, oh god, this is just going to be like for kids. Like, why would I want to play this game like at all? And then immediately to realize, oh, well, the combat is very Advanced Wars-esque, so I kind of dug it. I like the turn-based combat. It's different. I don't know. It's interesting, and it's free, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. Although they patch in-game while you're playing, so like it took me 7 minutes before I could talk to a guy because it wasn't done patching his dialogue.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on? But whatever. I played a little bit of Defiance. I played through the episode missions. I haven't seen what there's a new Defiance patch tomorrow, actually. Now that I think about it, to 1.2.0 or something like that. I don't know. So yesterday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. out there on the West Coast, the EhBah 1 was announced.
I hate that name.
Yeah.
It just sounds stupid.
Well, Aaron made a great point earlier today. Xbox One already came out. It's called Xbox.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess it's the same thing with Wii U. I understand where they were coming from with the name, but it doesn't make it a good name.
Swing and a miss.
Like, the all-in-one entertainment system, okay?
Yeah, let me just get rid of every frickin' piece of equipment I own so that I can make room for this Xbox, because I don't need any of it anymore.
Well, you still need your super cool surround system that you got going on.
No, they should have added that too.
Dude, your speakers are about as big as Casey, so...
They are! They really are!
They're nice speakers too. The Clip Station, it's nice brand. It's good speakers. I can't wait to set it up in the basement, which we're gonna paint one of these days.
That's the next project on the list here.
Yay, project.
So what immediate reactions of Xbox One just based off of what you read and what you've heard? Lara.
To me, it sounds like they're giving you everything that the PlayStation 3 has. It's like, ooh, we're giving you a Blu-ray player. Okay, that's great. PlayStation already had that. Thank you. Anything else? And it's telling me that you have to buy all your games over again if you want to play them because you can't take them from one to another.
Well, if
So
they're gonna
for
have them
someone,
in a marketplace.
for someone like my brother who only plays on an Xbox, it's if he's gonna get this, if he wants to continue playing any of the games that he's already playing, he has to buy all the games again.
Too bad you can't play any of the games that you own on Xbox 360 on an Xbox One.
Oh my god, I am so fucking pissed.
Well,
Why would I buy this?
What I was just saying.
Why would
yeah.
I buy this?
I was just... What, you can't even rebuy them, though. Like, every game on 360 is pretty much null and void on the One. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't
there's...
forget, you can't even... If you have a game that I want to try, I have to pay to borrow your game. Like,
Yes,
I
you
can't.
do.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I have to pay for the fucking game again just to try the game, which is gonna screw GameStop and all these other resellers, which... Really, I gotta be honest, I don't really give a shit.
I wonder if I can find the article again. Keep going.
Casey, you brought up a good point about that.
About what?
Today, with GameStop and the new Xbox.
Hold on, let me see if I can... I want to know if I can... This is the problem when I find things at work, and I can't... Oh, God, where was it?
You should have your bookmarks, like, just synced up.
Too bad my Google doesn't work at work.
Oh, whatever.
It's broken
Mine
as
works
crap. Mine doesn't. Where can I find it? Come on. Keep going. I'm gonna find this. Keep going, Lara, if you have anything else.
I'm trying to find the article I was looking at about it.
I can't...
Oh.
Go.
No, I'm making sure this is what I had. So, someone else find it.
I'm gonna jump in here.
Go for it. You're up.
Indie games. They pretty much gave the middle finger to indie developers, saying, you know what, you're not allowed to self-publish titles on here, so go fuck off.
Is that
big
what it
issue.
was? Because all I saw is it says they can't self-publish.
Right, it can't self-publish, which means you gotta find a fucking publisher. You why? You don't have to do that right now, do you?
No.
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
They just have
If
to pay
I
the
wanted
fee.
to, I could download the XBLA developer tools and, I don't know, kind of slosh my way through teaching myself that, get it voted on by the community and put it right up there. I could do it, just without any budget whatsoever. And we're not, that's just me. I'm not a indie developer. Well, technically I would be at that point, but I wouldn't be an indie company. So that's a big issue for me. And oh my God. Phil Harrison, the Microsoft VP, said something today that just pissed me off. There are many devices in your life that require the internet to function.
Mm-hmm.
So what he's saying is it's okay for the new Xbox to have an internet connection, because there's tons of stuff you have right now that requires an internet connection to work.
Was this the dude who got fired for making that comment?
This happened today, didn't
Okay,
it?
so it's not that...
I'm pretty sure this came out today.
Okay, I didn't read that. I know there was a guy who made a very off-the-cuff, blatant comment that since the world is already entirely run on internet, there's no reason why a console shouldn't require internet to work, and we were all like... He used some really bad terminology that we were all being ridiculous for expecting it not to have the internet. The dude got fired the next day. He tweeted that.
That was a marketing guy, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I just knew it was
This
one of
wasn't
those
the
people.
VP of Microsoft VP.
Before we go on, I found the article. GameStop stock takes a hit following Xbox used one. So just the statement of you are going to have to pay to reuse a used game, GameStop stock went straight down. Began to circulate that the console wouldn't support U-games, closing the day down 5%, down minus 1.98 to 36.78 a share. Now, Microsoft issued a statement that after the market's close regarding Wired's report, stating the news wasn't accurate, but they won't detail exactly how many it was. Wait, there was updates. There's a lot of updates. Hold on, is there more updates? What? Wired has updated its original feature, noting that Microsoft contacted them to clarify a plan is in place for used games, but did not detail it. One of Microsoft's official Xbox support Twitter accounts says there are, in fact, quote-unquote, no fees associated with used games, and the Wired feature is incorrect.
Oh, well then. Still.
I won't believe that until as soon as we... I will. This is off of one of Xbox Support 3 is the exact Twitter account.
I saw that. So yeah, as soon as they make an official statement, I'll believe it. But
yeah,
they could have just seen like what was happening in the explosion and furious anger and outrage that was happening, and they're like, "Whoa, how about we rethink that one?"
Yeah, that could have been really bad.
Regardless, I'm done with console with Xbox at this point. I'm not gonna buy another Xbox game from here on out. I'm gonna invest my money in a better PC.
Smart man.
That's what I'm gonna do.
To your point of it always needs internet.
Mm-hmm.
The new statement is that it does not. The games do not have to require an internet connection. It's up to the developer if they want to put offline support on, meaning save to your hard drive instead of saving to the cloud. But your Xbox has to be connected to the internet.
Right, which
At
is the
least
problem
once
to
a
begin
day.
with.
Yeah,
what I read.
Is that what it is? It has to like.
Apparently, it has to be on once a day so it can go through updates.
What
And
happens
let's
if
not-
you don't have it up?
It won't. I think it just. We'll call it green screens instead of blue screens because it's Xbox.
Let's not forget the fact that you have a camera that's going to be able to see into your house at any given time.
That-
And
Not
pick up
only see, but
constantly
it has a microphone
listening.
too.
Yeah, it's constantly listening to you.
You know what the worst part is?
Constantly.
You have to have that connected. You can't not have it connected.
Yep,
It
force
is-
connect.
Yeah, it is required to be plugged in to turn on. By the way, that Connect is coming to PC.
Yeah, that's been talked about for a while now.
Well,
if
the
you
original
get
Connect
this-
was supposed to, but they just announced that the Xbox One Connect is coming over.
I assume that they were just going to switch it over.
anytime I'm at somebody's house that has this console and they're playing it, I'm gonna just shout out Xbox off every time.
Well, it won't recognize your voice.
Oh, it will.
Hold on, I wanna... Wait. Keep someone else think of...
All right, this is from one of the things of why I don't care about this Xbox One. Is one of the things is from The Guardian. It's 5 points about the new Xbox One. Is why is this new Xbox One so special? Gaming is an important differentiator for Microsoft against rivals Google and Apple. In the gaming world, Microsoft competes against Sony's PlayStation and the Nintendo Wii, but it has tried to broaden its appeal of Xbox beyond gaming and into the living room as a kind of one-size-fits-all web-connected device that will connect and record live TV, play films and TV shows, play Blu-ray HD discs, and even allow Skype calls. The jury's out on whether Xbox One would be the best device to do that or whether you may as well stick to your laptop. Exactly. Why wouldn't I just stick to all the other things that I already own to record TV, watch movies, and have a Skype call?
Because now Rooster Teeth can make games directly on the Xbox instead of having to go through a capture card. Does no one understand what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Rooster Teeth is the company that makes Red vs. Blue and all those random Xbox movies and TV shows. Like Red vs. Blue is like how got Halo really popular. It's just them. It used to be done recording into a VCR, and then they recorded audio over top of the VCR. Now it's done with a capture card, just like streaming is. But now you can just DVR all of your games right off the bat. Which, I mean, is interesting and kind of cool. But, again, I'm using Open Broadcast. I'm using OBS right now and recording everything and streaming. Like, I don't know.
Let's also, there's another thing which nobody's mentioned yet, which I heard, and all the TV features that they're going to have, all great and wonderful and all this and that, they will not work for anywhere but America.
Incorrect. It is starting only in America, and before like a year, it'll be available worldwide. But people in other countries will not be able to use it, except for America at launch.
Wait, that's not good.
No.
You know what? Seriously, there's nothing that I want from this console now. We don't even know right now if there's going to be a fee to have Xbox Live now.
The same fee will work for both Xbox One Live and Xbox 360 Live. So it's one fee for both because obviously you need to play, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Halo 4, which require you to keep your Xbox 360, i.e. Casey's keeping his because he only owns an Xbox to play Halo. I'm not going to switch.
Why would you ever even play Halo?
I like Halo. It's the only reason I own an Xbox.
Halo's kind of fun.
I like Halo.
It's decent, but it's just so much rather I'd play rather than that.
See, if it was on PC, I'd play it all the damn time. Here's something interesting. From the conference yesterday, Don Matrick, who is the Microsoft head of interactive entertainment business, is quoted as saying, "If you're backwards compatible, you're really backwards." And talking about how Xbox One won't play 360 discs or Xbox Live Arcade games. That's awful, because how many people just buy indie games on Xbox Live and now will not be able to play them on the One?
Yeah,
that's really shitty.
Like, I don't...
They can choke on my D.
There's just some stuff that I just don't understand. And I mean, I guess hardware speaking, yes, I understand why it's not backwards compatible, but it's just like, how did you not think of somewhere in this fantastic brand new console of pure awesomeness that you're claiming it to be, how do you not have very little bit Project PC stashed somewhere just so you can play the hundreds of 360 games that exist? Or Xbox Live games?
Well, with the Xbox Live too, correct me if I'm wrong here, but can't you... I believe you can program like those things in like C# even, which is x86 architecture, obviously, and which should be compatible with the Xbox One. As long as like the compiler that they're using it would be able to generate it into that, as well as for the 360 with the the PowerPC chip, which is what they're running now.
I have no idea what he's saying.
Yes. It's just yes, you're right, John.
I'm a programmer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. 1-0.
Yep. What was the other thing? And also the fact that they're HD DVDs, which Blu-ray doesn't read. Everyone's also forgetting that part.
You know, like I said, there's not a single redeeming quality for this system. There's nothing that I want from it anymore.
Oh, interesting. Xbox Live video and music purchases will transfer onto your Xbox One.
Great.
Bunch of games.
Let me
Well,
bust up my Zoom.
Great. But you know what? They'll work on my Xbox
Casey
360.
had to get rid of this Zune a couple days ago, or about a month and a half ago, because
this Zune? This one right here? I still use this.
when was the last time you used it?
A long time ago.
Why don't you use that at work then instead of your?
Oh, because Microsoft Zune software is absolutely god awful. And doesn't recognize it half the time. Which is my issue.
Yeah.
The other thing that I don't understand, like, they have this brand new big partnership with the NFL and ESPN that are doing some really cool things. I think it is kind of cool. I'm not a sports guy, but to people who are into sports and you're like diehard into fantasy, like half the people at John and my work who do nothing, who just track stats
Like
all the time.
90% of everybody at any work.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like all about that. And it's like, it's cool how you can watch and your fantasy will pop up on the other half of the screen and like it'll do updates and blah 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 blah. Now, let's think of the amount of people who have an Xbox. Okay? How many of them legitimately hardcore follow sports? I'll give you 40% based on age demographic. How many people in the world, in the US, we'll stick with the NFL thing, do fantasy football? Millions. How many of them sit on a Windows computer all day long at their office? Millions. This is something that should have been a Microsoft exclusive, not an Xbox exclusive. This needed a Windows 8 app to try and get people to buy Windows 8. This should be getting an EXE, just something. That is something to be able to watch and have fantasy pop up. I don't want to do at my TV. I should be able to do that and track all my colleges and sports teams who are playing in the middle of my work day. I should be able to track on Internet Explorer, on Google. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's little obvious things like that that I don't understand how, business speaking, they thought it was a good idea.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel, John. It's a nice long sigh.
Yeah, this is my whole reaction to the Xbox One.
I have to see it. Oh, is it? Here's mine. There's, like I said, nothing about it I want, and that's fine. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some people that are drooling to get at it.
Oh, there's going to be a ton. It's not even going to be funny, the sales on this console.
But they're retarded. Let's be honest.
I'm not going to call out people who could possibly be our fan base right now. But
no, I will. I'll be that guy. You can chastise me for it. But
People
if you want
watch,
this console, you're retarded.
Do you know what I think the big thing is going to be? What's the price?
It's supposed to be around 600.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
That's what I read. That's what I've read in a few articles. They're like, it's supposed to be around the 600 range because they're going to try and compete with the new PlayStation 4 that's going to be coming out around the same time that this one is. It's
Oh my god, 600. Okay, how well did the PS3 do at that price point?
Miserable, except for launch day.
Oh my god. That is so much money. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you can get a more powerful PC built for that much money.
Which does a lot more.
Which will do infinitely more.
And
than
doesn't
the
have Big
Xbox.
Brother watching you either.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me go to what it said before.
Um,
What I was reading.
how much is the PS4 supposed to be at launch?
I don't know.
I assume 400 if they're smart.
Right now it says no price has been announced yet, though it is expected to be in the 600 range.
That's insane.
It's due to launch before the end of the year, as Nintendo Wii U is already on the market. That just leaves Sony's forthcoming PlayStation 4 to join the party, and that might also happen at the end of this year, putting Microsoft and Sony head-to-head for the lucrative Christmas market.
Lucrative.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Like I said, you're retarded.
I'm not gonna. Oh god.
He won't
This
say
is gonna
it,
be
I'll
one of
say
those
it.
consoles that I'm gonna buy when it's like $200, if even. Like years down the road. Like other than that, I have no reason to. Like $600 is freaking insane.
Yep. For a console, definitely.
Yeah. Well,
But it's cool and it's new and everybody's gonna want it, right?
No.
wait,
Everyone
no.
who isn't still loading.
We need
Wow.
more opinions on this.
Oh, we didn't even get to the best part of the whole thing. It's always online, and you still have to pay for Xbox Live.
Oh yeah.
We haven't even touched on that. You still got to pay $60 freaking a year to play your always online console.
yeah, it's some bullshit, man.
And here's the real bullshit. I could almost accept it. Almost. That's a very, very tiny percentage.
No.
If all of the stuff that they're putting on here, Netflix, NFL, ESPN, the market, videos, movies and stuff, no, you know what? I take that completely back. If this
Good.
needs to be always online, I shouldn't be paying. Like, you can't be like, dude, check out all this cool stuff that you have to pay a fee to use on top of it.
Well,
And here's the other
there's
thing.
gonna be people that are dumb enough to buy it, man.
Oh, dude, it's not even
Sucker
going to be.
born every minute.
Yeah.
And it looks like I saw like a Photoshop of like what some guy did to the face of the Xbox One, where they just put like a wood paneling on the left-hand side where the drive is, and put like a analog clock on the right. And it's like, I made it look like my old school alarm clock. It looks much nicer now, and it really, honestly, looked just like that. And I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't. The only way that I can see a monthly fee or a yearly fee or some fee being tolerable is if they do like they're doing right now with the Xbox, where you can buy it for like, what is it, like $50, and then you pay a fee to use it, which means it has to be online. I know they were running that. I don't know if it's still going on. I know for a while there was you could pay a little bit of money like to buy the console, but it required you to be on Xbox Live, which required you to have a monthly fee. Like, you couldn't do it by the year. And if you didn't pay it, your like Xbox wouldn't work. I can see that if I'm paying $100 and then they're charging me $5 a month. They're gonna be like,
No.
but World of Warcraft's doing it.
Yeah, but that's something that's not that.
Yeah, I don't.
I shouldn't have to pay in order to, use another service that I'm paying for, like Netflix,
Yeah, I don't.
or enable to get to the Xbox Live Marketplace and download indie game or something, which won't really happen anyway.
Also, the other really funny thing that I didn't even think of, the Xbox One Marketplace won't have separate Xbox Live indie games and arcade channels, considering everything has to be published. So it's all going to be shoved into one big thing.
So it's going to be even worse for anybody to have any of their work noticed and actually bought and popular and do well and make money off of.
That's what that trending screen is for.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's
only. Yeah.
Again, there's not a single reason to buy this fucking console. Not
really,
one.
no.
While we're on the topic of shitting on this, let's shit on EA and Xbox and their exclusive
Yeah,
partnership.
I thought we were going to start talking about that.
Oh my
Because
god.
we hate EA. Because we can't go a single episode without saying that we
EA sucks.
don't like EA.
Yeah, Cowboy's making a welcome to modders. See, I think it can be modded, but I'm worried about the always online that's going to brick it quicker than it does when you brick a regular console, because they're always going to track it.
Yep.
That's my worry, Cowboy.
Enjoy your brick.
Okay, so EA has exclusive partnered up with Xbox, and I don't know what they mean by that. Because they said, like, it's exclusive, which immediately, the first thing that came into my mind is, Aaron, I know you don't like it, but FIFA is the #1 selling sports franchise in the world. Because soccer is the biggest franchise in the world. And they said that it was going to be, like, Xbox exclusive. I was like, wait. You're telling me that you're not going to put this out on PC or on PS3, where on PS3, FIFA outsells Xbox threefold? Like, really? And it turns out that that is not the case. It will be out on PS4, but that new Ignite engine is never going to touch PC. So EA made this brand new engine to use on 4 games, 3 of which are going to come out on PC, and we're not going to get to use it.
Doesn't bother me.
Okay, so get rid of the sports thinking. You're spending millions of dollars on an engine that's supposed to impress the world, and you're not going to give it to PC gamers who have more processing power than your little Xbox or your PS4?
Yeah, but in such a controlled environment, you can get the engine to do what you want all the time.
Oh, God.
Again, doesn't bother me because it's a fucking
FIFA.
soccer game.
Well, I agree. Like I said, it affects me. I mean, I always get it on PS. I get it on PlayStation anyway. But I'm just saying.
Because you're un-American.
Yeah, you know. But I'm
Like one of them sissy sports.
just got think of it from a business perspective. Why the hell would you nix out 20% of your market, even if you are EA and you have all the money that you could ever want in the world?
Well, they're beating it right now.
I can't speak for them. I mean, incompetent leadership.
Shit just meets shit.
If I were sitting on the board of directors and I heard that you're alienating, half of your user base, then I don't know. I think I'd make some changes pretty quick in management.
Does anyone else think that it's a coincidence that last week they announced that they were done doing online codes and then Xbox is online only?
I mean online codes.
If you buy a used EA game, there's a code. Or if you buy an EA game, there's a code that gets you multiplayer access. Because to pretty much just screw over GameStop. So you would buy the game for $10, $15 less. But if the code was already used, which 98% chance it was, you then had to pay $10 to get a new code to play online. That's how they made all their money with every sports game, Dead Space, all of those. Last week they announced, we're getting rid of codes, we don't need them anymore, even though it made them like $1.2 billion a year or something like that. No, 1.2 million. Billion?
No, it couldn't be billion.
A
Dude.
crazy huge number just in $10 play online codes. And then they're like, we're done with it. And then you're required to be online. So I wonder if EA is going to be taking a portion by doing this exclusive partnership thing. I don't know. This thing is just...
Nothing really makes sense.
Which is why we need to wait and see what is. There's too much conjecture, too much what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Too much hearsay at this point. I mean, if they're coming out and saying, "Oh, well, this isn't true," or "This isn't true," I mean, they still have time where they can change some of this. And the only way they're gonna sell as many consoles as they want to is either a massive price drop. I mean, massive, or if they change some of these practices. Because I got to be honest with you, anybody that buys this console the way that it is now, you're fucking stupid. You really are. You're an idiot. And I'm sorry, Casey. I know you don't like that, but bottom line is you need to get your head examined because they are doing some really stupid shit, and you're just giving them your money, saying, "Oh, it's okay. Who cares? Who gives a shit?"
Realize that consumers actually have rights and some, right to privacy as well. Microsoft, and please just give us that.
We'll be talking about this all again after E3 when we have our E3 episode, where they're obviously going to talk about all the rest of this.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll actually have
everything
some
that we
more
don't know.
information and a lot less hearsay. Because they didn't really say too much. They're just like, oh, we're going to do this and this, but...
Do you think that was a good idea?
Details. What?
To do it in 2 parts?
They're probably doing it so that they build more hype, or at least attempting to build more hype for them, for their whole press conference at E3 and get everybody excited for it. And with Sony doing like the same thing before, they kind of forced their hands into it. You know?
See, I disagree. I think they're doing it like this on purpose to see what the reaction from the gamers is, so that they can change things and be like, oh, well, that's not what we meant. And if they're doing that, then I don't like it, but it's a good strategy to see what's going to float and what's not going to float.
Yeah, you can have some of that, but I mean, the development of this whole console is like pretty much at its end, and some of the things might be really hard or downright impossible to bring back the way that consumers would want it to be.
Well, they can crash and burn then. Or, well, maybe not, if y'all idiots are too stupid to not buy their stuff.
Can I just say that I
faith
think it's hilarious that the Xbox and everything is now just a darker colored green? I think that's the silliest cosmetic update ever. The sphere is a little whiter, the X is a little bit bigger, and it's a little darker colored. That's it.
I was gonna say, don't forget that the X is a little bigger.
Yeah.
It's wider.
Yeah, I don't...
It means it's better.
I
Everything's better
don't
when it's wider.
I don't understand. Pause. There was one more thing that I wanted to say. It was a hit at EA. What was it? Oh! EA's trying... After 5 years, they're finally coming out with an NBA Live game. Again, not that you guys don't necessarily care, but in the end, we are still a journalistic website. You still got to talk about stuff like that.
What's the NBA?
Exactly. NBA 2K has been taking it to the bank for 5 years and kicking ass at it. When I worked at GameStop, I got nothing but really good comments about the 2K basketball because the rest of the 2K sports are awful, like 2K baseball is terrible. But EA's finally deciding to come out with NBA Live, which is probably going to bomb like shit. But it's going to be funny for it regardless.
Hopefully.
Oh, good lord. All right, so let's get off of the EhBah. Let's start hearing cheery things. Anybody have cheery news?
I have none.
No, I was just gonna.
Is
say
this all that
I
is this all that we talked about? Is this all that everyone prepped for?
No, I was just gonna say I cried because Doctor Who's over until November.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad.
Oh,
Tears.
Doctor
so...
what?
Ho-ho-ho-ho!
Doctor
Doctor who?
Douchey? What? Doctor No, thank you?
Doctor No, thank you. Oh, Lord. Well, let's stick... Do we want to keep making fun of EA? I have more that I can say.
I'm
Sure,
always
go for it.
making
Yeah,
fun of
go
you.
Because there's two absolutely fantastic things. One, guess what? There's a new SimCity update tomorrow.
Well, that'll be good.
SimCity 4.0, everybody! It's gonna get more broken than it already was. Oh, God. Various fine-tuning efforts. Not fixes. Efforts. 4.0 is coming out tomorrow. It's supposed to be adding a whole new region. I don't know what that means. Let's see if
There's
they say
like 6 options now instead of 5.
New SimCity Lost Pack. Park. You can get theme parks now. That's kind of neat. Edgewater Bay. 7 city sites in one cluster around a beautiful bay with one great work site.
Ooh.
Let's not forget that if you have an amusement park in SimCity with the way the city size is right now, that'd probably take up about a good third. of
Yeah,
the
it takes up
plot.
a lot. Global market prices now dramatically changed during gameplay. Who cares? Leaderboards are now active on US West 3, Pacific 1, Pacific 2.
Oh, yes, leaderboards, because I want to know who has the most money.
They're continuing to improve the response time of fire trucks. So my city's probably burnt to the ground right now. Oh, God. Sims will now lose a small amount of happiness if they don't have a place to shop. Cities without places to shop will see complaints and feel the effort of unhappy Sims. This will emphasize the importance of commercial zones. Okay, if you're playing SimCity and you don't have commercial zones, you're a moron because you have no income.
Industry.
That's not enough.
Industry is usually the mainstay for income.
See, I tried that and it didn't take off well enough right at the beginning.
They need whorehouses. That's what they need. That's how you make money.
I'm sure.
You mean to tell me that
Start
it
a
didn't
brothel.
accept coin?
Oh man, I can't wait to.
No.
I'm gonna miss.
You know what?
What?
Why do you guys even have that game? I mean, you knew it was gonna be a piece of shit.
I got it because
No.
it was free. Oh, by the way, while we're speaking of it, the crack to play it offline actually came out finally.
Oh yeah. So I could play it finally.
So that's
Yeah.
good. Won't require you to be online, but still. The cheery news is that badass D&D session last week. There's going to be another one. And this, I may have to quote this whole article because I read this earlier and I almost died. Former CEO of Electronic Arts, John Riccatello, is quoted as saying, "Games will learn to love always-on gaming." Always-online
that's great.
gaming.
Yeah, that's like you'll learn to love your captors when you're in a hostage situation. What's that called?
Stockholm Syndrome.
That's it. Stockholm Syndrome. Yep.
Welcome
Where
to
you
being
gonna-
married.
Ah!
It's funny.
Oh my god. I don't understand how someone can just say that.
Because it's really awesome when, you're just playing a game and, your internet just cuts out because your company is just a dick to work with sometimes and you just have a really bad connection. They're not going to do anything about it and you can just never play any of your games and it'll be a lot of fun.
But that gets rid of stuff like Witcher 3, John.
Well, I know.
Obviously, we can never play The Witcher because it's always offline.
Well, how would we ever play that? I don't know. If I didn't have online, how would I be able to tell how would I be able to play a hugely story-driven game that is just completely single player and has no relations to anybody else ever in the whole world? I don't know. How would people know that I walked 5,000 feet and I have this awesome achievement?
And I would walk 500.
It's a really blanket statement to make.
It's a really,
Oh.
it's a you need to be shot in the face statement to be made.
Is this where I think I found the article you were talking about?
God, this moonshine tastes like ass.
That's why it's called moonshine.
Giant.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
He's drinking moonshine.
No, Casey.
About that Xbox Live requiring you to connect once a day
No.
for single-player games.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything more we can say about it.
I know. I just happened to stumble across the article.
It's just fuck.
It's DRM bullshit, which is just made to
"Quote unquote" a
prevent piracy
potential
and
scenario.
prevent people who actually pay in order to actually enjoy anything that they're spending their money on. Consumer rights, people, demand it, please.
This would
The
be like
future is
me
scary.
going up to a client at my family's business, spitting in their eye, kicking them in the dick, and saying "fuck you" and expecting them to keep coming to us for business. That's what this is. And that's kind of how I feel about EA, and that's really how I feel about this new Xbox system. Because, I've been an Xbox fan for a while now, and
You have.
I had the first Xbox. I still say the first Xbox controllers were the best fucking controllers they've ever had.
The
Any
thick
fucking
one or the
Xbox.
small one?
I love. Well, look at my hand. I have like freaking
Dude,
bear.
Wait.
I have bigger hands than you.
Are we talking about the original one, or when they made the small version that turned into the staple?
No, I like the bigger one.
Oh,
man.
dude, that is one of the
Oh, I
worst
love it.
controllers
Feels
ever
so good
made.
for my hands.
You're an
You are
idiot.
fucking
Never once did I have any fatigue.
You're an
Never
idiot,
once.
dude. No.
Never.
That is
Never once.
that is one of the worst controllers ever made.
Oh, whatever, chipmunk fingers. Come on.
Dude, I have bigger hands than you.
No.
You don't have. Look at this sausage.
I don't care about your sausage fingers. It was a terrible controller.
I disagree.
I have tiny hands.
Look.
Casey has smaller hands than I do.
Ah.
Ow!
There's nothing wrong with having small hands.
No, but just how
My
I don't
fingers
know
are short, but they're freaking sausages.
how you
man.
can think that
Dude,
that was
if
a.
I wanted a controller that I should sit on my lap, I would have bought that one that was like $200 to play with that mech game for the Xbox.
Oh my god, that is one of the best games ever made. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that game is so good. Steel Battalion?
There it is.
Oh
thank you.
my god.
Never
I
heard of
played that game. Somebody traded that shit into GameStop. We gave them $20.
Oh god.
I bought it for $25.
I would just
And then it was gone.
look you in the face and just be like, "Fuck you,"
Dude,
and walk out.
that thing was so amazing. Oh yeah, I don't know why they sold it to us. Obviously they wanted heroin money or weed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably stolen.
But no, like we kept it in the back room for so long just as a memento, and then District came and took it away from us. Dude, that commercial, literally that thing was about 5 feet of mech controls.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was so good. It was so freaking good. There's like a new one supposed to be coming out by Razer for MechWarrior Online, if it ever actually exists.
Yeah.
No,
It was
no,
announced. I wonder if I can find it again.
no more.
No more what?
No
So,
matter what.
there's something I want to talk about, because I think
Uh-oh.
it's hilarious and awesome at the same time.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk
Are
about.
you drunk already?
Probably.
It's going to be a bad game of TNT tonight, oh my god.
Yeah, we need to put a not safe for work sign up because
Yeah.
I'm already dropping some F-bombs that I shouldn't be.
So there's another, I'm not going to say competing podcast because we're not competing with anybody, let's be real here. There's another podcast that I listen to frequently. It's called State of the Game. It's a StarCraft 2 esport podcast. And there was a joke, at least everyone assumed it was a joke, a while ago by a guy, Root Katz. He was joking about talking about how to get sponsorships for teams and for players and all of this stuff. And he just made, Dork Pork, he was just like, if I want, I don't know, Papa John's as a sponsor, I need to show him this, and this. And it was all about the new Blizzard WCS series that's coming out. And he just a very blanket statement, just kind of didn't mean anything, just if I want a Papa John's, whatever. Earlier this week, there's now a website called pizza.gg that literally, you go to this website, and all you have to do is click on one of your favorite people or esport teams, and you get 50% off a Papa John's pizza. Is everyone looking at this photo?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. So when you go to that, it's pretty much a website. It's supporting esports somehow. I think it's just by giving Papa John's some money. But you do get 50% off one of their pizzas, which is really stinking good. And there's a bunch of like Evil Geniuses, DJ Wheat, AC, Team Liquid, Root Gaming, like are the ones who are doing this. And there's 10 tiers. Each tier, when it's crossed, I guess is the word that I'll have to use, something's going to happen. Right now, they're on tier 5 trying to clear it. Out of the 10 tiers, I'll read you these tiers because they're just pretty ridiculous. Just the fact that, video games and pizza have teamed up with each other. Tier 1 was they'll give away 25 Papa John's gift cards to fans who have purchased a pizza. So just by participating, clicking on someone, putting in the code, and getting a pizza for 50% off in the United States, I need to predicate that. You have to be in the U.S. for this to happen. I think Papa John's is probably only in the United States now that I think about it.
Probably.
Tier 2 will give away 25 legendary League of Legends skins or D2L ticket/courier bundles, your choice, to fans who purchase pizza. That one's passed. Past Tier 3, which will give away 25 mouse pads, EG or Liquid, to those who have purchased pizza. Okay, kind of cool. Tier 4 will give away 25 shirts. I know that EG shirts are $25, Root shirts are $25, and I think Liquids are too. And again, you didn't have to you just had to purchase one pizza and you're put in these drawings. Right now, on Tier 5, when they're trying to pass it, EG, Liquid, and Root players that are selected by people who ordered a pizza will conduct a series of live on-stream AMAs. Nothing really cool there. Tier 6, EG, Liquid, and Root will participate in special cross-game show matches with lineups picked by the community. So they may have StarCraft players playing League of Legends or League of Legends playing Smite or different things like that. Like, it's just going to be kind of little just fan-based stuff. This is where it gets awesome, and I hope that we hit Tier 7. Tier 7 is
Yes.
Machine, Huck, and DeMuslim, all from Evil Geniuses, will compete in a live-streamed pizza-eating contest casted by DJ Wheat.
I would totally rip shit up in that.
Dude, I just... these are okay, for those of you, Aaron, you really don't know, John doesn't know either, Lara does a little bit. Machine, Huck, and DeMuslim are very skinny nerds who I don't think could eat a whole pizza. Well, Machine could. He's done food challenges. But, like, DeMuslim's just this little British dude. I don't think he could eat pizza if he tried. But I would love to see, like, just a casted event, I think would be hilarious. Tier 8 is In Control and TLO will switch teams for a week and act as head coaches in a special EG versus Liquid off-race show match. Now, TLO and In Control are the team captains for Team Liquid is TLO and Evil Genius is In Control. Apparently, they're going to go to each other's team houses, coach the players on an off race, meaning not the race that you play mainly in competitions and professionally, in a show match. That would be kind of cool to watch for people like me who are into that. And this, I don't understand this one at all. Tier 9 is EG League of Legends will film a special music video cover with the song selected by the community. So I hope someone does like Barbie Girl, because that would be hilarious. Or just something really weird. And Tier 10 is EG, Liquid, and Root will host a community pizza party at an upcoming North American tournament. Meaning, at some MLG, instead of a Barcraft, they're going to have a Papa John's pizza party. Like I have at work once every 6 months.
No, we usually get Old Town.
Oh, I was just referencing the pizza party part.
Oh, sorry.
So it's really interesting that there's a team up between esports and pizzas. And what I really want to know is I want to go... There's a Papa John's that just opened up by all three of us, actually. The only one that I know of that's around here. And I want to put in this 50% off pizza.
Did you just call gaming esports?
I called esports because they're partnered with esport teams.
Okay.
Like Evil Geniuses, Team Liquid, and Root are all professional esport teams.
Professional gaming teams.
Which is esports.
Sports.
No.
Don't start with
requires
me.
physical activity.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Okay.
Chess is a sport, dude.
No, it's not. Golf, not a sport. Cheerleading, not a sport.
My grandfather is going
That's
to
a
come back
sport.
from the grave.
You want to talk about physical activity? Cheerleading's physical activity.
But there's too many vaginas for that to be a sport.
Sex is a physical
Sport,
activity, too.
quote unquote, an
Yeah.
athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess of a competitive nature.
Athletic.
Or requiring
Gaming is
skill.
not athletic.
Yes, okay, dude, don't even start with me. You're just mad because people like me make money off of it and you don't.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah, I get a paycheck from it, Aaron. How does that make you feel? I have a good paying job too. Well, I have a decent paying job.
Exactly. Golf is a sport. Like I said, my grandfather would come back from the grave and beat.
Oh my god, I thought that was
Americans
lazy.
saying
I thought that was Lazy Gamer for a second, and I almost shit my pants. Sorry, I wasn't ready
If
for
golf's
that.
a sport, then so is competitive drinking.
Yeah, it takes skill. I don't care. Beer fest. Let's make it happen.
Beer fest.
But point is, it's just like, it's really interesting that real companies that are much more known than like gaming specific companies are starting to do sponsorships. There is some professional team that plays Call of Duty that is sponsored by Brazzers. And I really want to know what the terms of that contract were. Like, really bad.
I'd ask if I could be a stunt cock.
God, I want to know. I think it'd be awesome.
You know someone's hoping that they get to motorboat one of those girls every once in a while.
Just once. Just once.
Please let me motorboat one time. Please.
I hate to say it, but there's a professional D&D team.
Now that's a sport.
Oh, I want to punch you right in the mouth.
Bring it.
Okay, Cowboy, I need to know about this professional D&D team because Still Loading is going to enter this competition and lose within an hour.
We will excel in killing each other very well.
But it'll be the most entertaining hour ever.
Speaking of which, it's past 9 o'clock, so we are going to end our podcast right now. Give us about 3-5 minutes to get everything going. I'm probably gonna drop the stream for about 30 seconds, start it back up again, throw on some music while we get everything ready, and we will be back in less than 5 minutes for week 2 of Still Loading a D&D campaign. Okay. Get ready because I don't know what the hell is gonna happen. For those of you who are tuning in on iTunes and YouTube, make sure you start coming here to Twitch, twitch.tv/stillloadingnet. We are live from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern doing our Still Loading podcast, followed up immediately from 9 to midnight Eastern with our D&D campaign that, we'll tell you right off of last week, it was fantastic. So I can't wait to see what happens tonight. Tell your friends, tell your family, like us on iTunes. It's how we know that you guys love us. If you're on Twitch, please follow our channel. Right now we have 11 follows. Thank you guys, considering this is only week 2 of really being on this channel. So we do appreciate everything that you're doing. Keep spreading the word. And maybe when we hit 50 likes, we'll do some random event on the stream.
Uh-oh.
And hey, while
Just
we're
something.
down for the 30 seconds, go to this website. sunbrothersstudios.com.
You know I'm going to have to make them start paying us, right?
Apocalypse Man, I'm in this comic. I'm in it.
So you want to pay me?
Bitches,
Who wants to pay me for advertisement? I don't care who pays me. Someone's got to pay me.
Aaron pays you with his lovely smile.
I'll give you some nipple.
Killing John.
You want some nipple?
No, don't you dare. All right, everyone, we'll be right back with our D&D campaign. We will not be having a podcast next week on the 29th. We will not have D&D. We will not be here on the 29th. So you're going to have to come back on the 5th. We will be back with a very special 10th anniversary edition that these three don't even know about what I'm doing. It's going to be awesome. I got a Rubik's ball thrown at me, but make sure you come back on the 5th for our next podcast, our 10th anniversary.
Orgy tarp. Just saying.
A what?
An orgy tarp.
No. It's going to be awesome, though. Everyone, give us about 5 minutes, and we will be right back. I'm going to drop the stream, bring it back. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye. Dork Park.
Dork Park.
Aaron, you got one more Dark Pork. Say it.
Dork Park.
I already said it 3 times. It's hidden.